Good morning. My name is Asinate. You can call me Ashi. I am 32 years old and I live in Malawai, which is in Vutwe level, where most of our students that have come to Freebird live. And I was born and raised in Nandi. I come from a family of 6 and I'm the youngest. And I'm married to a man who is from Laos, and at the moment he is studying Japanese language as well in the Freebird Institute. And I have enjoyed working in Freebird. Okay, I have worked in Freebird for about. I started in Freebird in 2007. Yeah, 2007. As soon as I left high school, I came here. I started here and I was here for about 1.5 years. Then I left and I went to school and I came back in 2014. So from 2014 until now, I have been here for about 6 years. I mean, maybe about 6 years almost, not including that 1.5 year that I was here that I was in Freebird before going for studies again. So far I've been here for maybe almost 6 to 7 years altogether in Freebird. And my service in Freebird, I started here in Namaka campus, then I was moved to Lautoka campus. So I have been teaching only in the English language school, but I haven't tried out the high school. And I have taught levels 1 right up to level 7, which is the highest level here in Freebird. It's been a challenge, and being in Freebird, we have our days. There are good days and bad days where there are times that we really enjoy with our students, and there are sometimes as well we always have our rough days in school as well. But by far, I think being in Freebird, it's fulfilling, and I've been able to learn a lot, and it has helped me to build my confidence and build on my experience in my CV. And also I've been able to get to know a lot of people locally and internationally. From my perspective, I think teaching English to foreigners is not an easy task, for the fact that as for us in Fiji, English is not our mother tongue, so most of the times we experience a lot of difficulties in the classroom, where we feel that there is a gap between us, and it's quite difficult to always relay the message or deliver the message across, as there is a gap between our cultures as well. But over the years of teaching, I have learned that in order to be in this field, we need to develop a lot of patience, and there are times the students will understand, there are times the students will be able to would be slow in learning. We have students coming in who are already fluent, who have been able to experience learning English abroad, and they're just here to brush up their English. And we have students coming in who came from a 0 level, where we have to teach them from grassroots again, and it's a challenge for us. But to teach English to teach foreigners, it's not a really easy task. I'd say. In regards to Japan, I think Japan is one of the developed countries in the world, and there is a lot of resources that Japan has. And to compare with Fiji, we don't really have much of the resources. And we have students coming into FreeBird that they come from well-off families, and we have students coming in who are not really privileged. But in terms of character, we find that most Japanese students that come, they come with no goals, like no dreams. They don't have that sense of goal. Like they come and they pursue their career, they pursue their English career, but they do not really know where they are heading. Yes, and I think it's because that the way that Japanese are brought up and the way we are brought up, it's quite different. And most students that come in are very shy, and they're very nervous. I think it applies only on the first few days that they are here in FreeBird. But once they have come to learn and adopt and adapt their life in Fiji, they are able to open up and come out of their nutshells. But for some, it's difficult because of the difficulties that they face in their homes, or maybe because of some of the experiences that they've had that shun them, that they are not able to express themselves confidently. Personally speaking, I would say that if there is a student that's coming in that has zero level, I would say the student would be best to start from a starter class where he or she can develop his knowledge of the grammar structure or the verb system, and maybe it would be best for the student to learn how to put a sentence together, what is word order, and what are the parts of speech. I think it's best, before we throw the student into the class, it's best to always try and get a feel of their speaking skill, because the reading test or the listening test does not really guarantee you for a spot. Okay, but looking at the speaking ability, we'd be able to judge how well the student is. Like sometimes the students, they do the test, but when they go into the classroom, they are not really good in speaking. Okay, so I'd say that the student would have to go into the classes according to their level. Either if they're from a starter or elementary or intermediate or upper inter or pre-inter, and the lesson that would be best to implement would be, I'd say maybe start would be phonics, grammar, and the vocabulary. I think once the student has been able to develop or maybe understand the structure of English grammar, then the student would be best to put into a listening or reading or speaking class. For a student to take the web classes, I'd say that maybe it's important for the students to have a lot of confidence. Okay, if you have a lot of confidence, if you are not shy, if you are not nervous, then everything would go out well. But if you don't have any confidence, but you know English very well, it'll be useless, it'll be meaningless. You won't be able to express yourself well if you are not confident enough, okay, on face-to-face. So I think the important thing is prepare your mind well. Okay, yes, be positive and understand for the fact that mistakes are bound to happen. Okay, you will make mistakes when you're in the class. And secondly, maybe before you come into the class, it's good to have the feel of the English verb system, or maybe the grammar structure. Just have a browse through before you even enter the class. And what else I would say? I think the important thing is for the student to have a lot of confidence. Yes. I think the important thing to teach is English. Okay, at the end of the day, our product is English, so I think it's important to be able to deliver the concept well. And I'd say that not only for English, but at the end of the day, most of the students that come in don't really have it together. Some of them, they are very shy, they are very nervous, and some of them, they are faced with so much difficulties in their life, at work, at home, and with their friends. Some of them, they are just looking for a place for them to find some peace and to feel accepted and have some sort of friendship. Yes, I think it's important to also be able to encourage students, be a source of moral support to them, and not only to be able to deliver the English concept well, but also to be able to support them morally, and also be a good example to them. Like some of them, they come into the classes, they don't really know what to say and how to say this, but be able to encourage them. And despite the mistakes that they will make, some students, they make mistakes, and some of them, they end up not being able to express themselves more because they feel that they have made a lot of mistakes. So I guess the important thing is to be able to deliver the English concept well, and secondly, for students to be morally supported in the class. To all the students who are thinking of coming to study in Freebird, my advice to you is don't hesitate, don't worry, have a clear conscience, know for the fact that mistakes are bound to happen. The important thing is for you to enjoy. So when you're here, if you're thinking of coming to study in Freebird, or if you're thinking to learn online, try out. Don't be shy. Don't regard yourself as a minor. Everybody is learning, and when we learn every day, we grow. And I hope that coming to study in Freebird online or face-to-face will help you to build your confidence, and I hope that you'll find some sense of belonging. And when you're here to learn, know that you'll be loved, you'll be cared for. We are here as a family, and we will do our best to take care of you, and we will try our best to be there for you, and not only in person, but as a teacher, but to be a great source of encouragement to you when you're going to be here in Freebird. Either you're studying online or face-to-face. So I hope that you will choose Freebird as your study abroad destination. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Seth.